strategy for dealing with change has changed. In the early days, because I'm the founder, in the early days of the organization, when I didn't appreciate the way something was going, or I wanted to change something, and it was smaller, I was much more a dictator. And so my strategies were more I just made the change. I mandated it, I legislated it, I did it, I effected it, and it was unilateral. And that has changed a great deal as the organization has grown and as I've become appreciative of all of the different contributions that so many people who are more talented at things in other areas and have expertise in other areas bring to the table. And so change for me now has become much more of a group process and requires a lot of very sensitive communication, even if everyone would be on board with a change that I want to make. But because I direct plays, in addition to an organization, there are so many times actors will make choices that I feel need to be fleshed out or moved in another direction or encouraged to explore other alternatives, that I feel like I have a skill set to encourage people to explore other options. And so that would be my first tactic when I'm dealing with change in a rehearsal room with actors, and I've kind of transplanted that into working with my board of directors and working with my staff. So I'll be direct with them and say, this doesn't really work. Mm-hmm. What are the other options? And hope, like a good director does, that they discover it on their own so they can own it and own making a change, rather than it be me unilaterally just kind of implementing change. And what I found is that sometimes when I don't be as directive about the specific change, they'll introduce ideas that I hadn't thought of. And so they come up with better ideas than me, and I really have to be, let's go for the best idea in the room guy. That's instead of I have the best idea, now let's go for the best idea in the room. And, that could happen because we're doing a financial workshop now, that can be in financial reporting or outcome reporting, or value creation, as you've been talking about it. That's a really good thing that we want to communicate to stakeholders, we want to tell our funders that. But let's change the way we're reporting all of this, or let's change the way we're marketing this because we're trying to target to somebody else. What do you think? And then I'll get drafts coming to me, and I'll give feedback on drafts, but I don't initiate the first ideas. I really try and encourage people to take leadership and make decisions. And that's really different for me as a leader of an organization that's been doing this for 25 years.